Welcome back, Griddle Nation. Just got back from Blackstone Social Summit over in Logan, Utah, and we had an opportunity to collaborate with some other content makers out there. I got to collaborate with Andy from Blackstone Recipes and Videos and with Mike from Low Budget Meals on Instagram and on Facebook. We made an elevated McRib at this social summit, and it was amazing. So I put a little video together just to show off what we did. Hope y'all enjoy. First thing we're going to make is the slaw. A traditional McRib is pretty simple and is usually topped with dill pickles and some raw white onion, but this is an elevated McRib, so we're going to combine those ingredients to make a dill pickle slaw. To make this, we will start by thinly slicing one whole sweet onion. Next, we're going to take some dill pickles and chop them up. I tried to cut them into little strips here because I wasn't looking to make relish. Now, I used almost a whole medium-sized jar of pickles here because I really wanted that dill flavor to pack a punch, but you are welcome to use less if you want more of an oniony flavor. In the meantime, while I was working on the slaw, my cooking partner, Mr. Low Budget Meals himself, is using the mandolin over there to slice some potatoes real thin so we can make some potato chips to go with this sandwich. Anyway, so now that I have pickles and onions combined together here in a bowl, we are now going to add maybe about a cup of this raw cabbage slaw to the mix. Give that a little toss to combine, and then we're ready for our dressing. For that, I'm going to add about 1 cup of mayo, preferably Duke's, and about half the pickle juice from that jar. Seasoning that with a generous sprinkle of garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and paprika, and give it a good mix. In the meantime, cooking partner number 2, Andy from the group Blackstone Recipes and Videos, will start prepping our meat for our McRib. We're going to be using ground pork for this sandwich, which is typically a little lean, so we needed to add some of that fat back to our meat. We are doing that by mincing up some nice fatty bacon, which we will combine with our ground pork. We are using 1 pound of bacon, and we'll be combining that with about 2 pounds of that lean ground pork. This will make about 6 perfectly portioned McRib sandwiches. While he works on the meat, we are getting our potato chips going over here on the griddle. These are super easy to make and super delicious. To cook them, we are taking our freshly sliced potatoes and placing them on a hot griddle with a generous amount of oil. We're going for a fried texture here, so make sure that the potatoes are basically sitting in a small pool of oil. Back over on the meat station, Andy is adding our 2 pounds of ground pork and is attempting to combine all that fatty bacon and ground pork together so that the fat from the bacon is evenly distributed. I am going to occasionally be giving that slaw a toss so that every piece has a chance to just soak up that dressing. About now, we are ready to give our chips a flip and let them cook on the other side. Don't be afraid to add more oil to the griddle as they cook, since the potatoes will likely soak up a lot of the oil. Now let's make our barbecue sauce. We do this by combining about a cup of ketchup, about half a cup of brown sugar, a 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of yellow mustard, a half tablespoon of chili powder, a half tablespoon of onion powder, a half tablespoon of garlic powder, and about a 1/4 tablespoon of paprika. Finally, we are going to add 2 to 3 ounces of whiskey. We are using Curveball barbecue whiskey here because it basically tastes like barbecue sauce already, and it will add a nice bit of smokiness to the sauce. Mix all of that together and then set it in the corner of the griddle and let it start to heat through. Now we're going to work on forming our McRib patties. I try to evenly divide the meat into 6 equal portions, and using my hands I tried to form them into the traditional McRib shape. Don't forget to add the divots for that artificial rib shape like Mickey D's does. Once you have your patties formed, we're going to throw them down on a hot griddle. These will take a little time to cook. The goal is we want them cooked to an internal temperature of about 160 degrees with a nice sear on the outside. Right before they are ready to come off the griddle, we spread a little mayo on our hoagie rolls and set them down on the griddle to get a nice toast on our buns. When your McRib patties have reached that 160 degrees, go ahead and pull them off. To serve, we start by setting down our bottom bun, take the McRib patty and fully submerge it in the barbecue sauce and set it on top of the bun. and then top each patty with that delicious dill pickle slaw we made earlier, and serve it with a side of our homemade chips, which we dusted in some barbecue seasoning. Let me tell you, this sandwich was delicious. The fattiness from the bacon and that pork, combined with the smokiness of that curveball barbecue sauce, cut through with the tanginess of that slaw, just made for the most perfect flavor combination. Just check out the reactions from Blackstone's pro chefs.
Took a preemptive bite. Couldn't wait.
All right.
All
right.
So the McRib, right?
McRib, elevated McRib.
Elevated.
All right, everybody taking a bite?
It's the McGriddle McRib.
McRib.
We all gonna do these at the same time, right?
We fried them.
Go for it.
Go
I
for
already
it.
know what it tastes like.
Dive
though.
in.
There's a bee on your pinky.
Ah.
Oh my goodness.
That's making the video.
I love the pickle.
That's some good roasted right there now.
Slaw.
Dang it, boy.
Holy cow!
That's good.
I'm
told you.
redoing this one.
I told you. No, I want to redo this
I'm
one.
switching
Sorry, I
my
called
TJ.
dibs, bro.
All of y'all redo it.
100%
Griddle chips are good?
Griddle Nation inspiration.
Okay, I say it all the time. I don't know why I don't say it more. But yeah, I make the same things over and over. Somebody makes something I never thought of, and I think, what on earth? Why did I never think of this, right?
Because they're geniuses.
Genius. Griddle, the team of Michael, and Andy.
What's the glaze?
The barbecue sauce made with curveball whiskey.
So a lot of times that barbecue sauce overpowers and it's the only thing you taste. The pickles and the slaw Betty mentions, perfect. The amount of sweetness, that's money. That is a really good glaze.
A little crunch.
Excellent.
Oh, I love
Excellent.
Sauce is good. It all works.
it. Good, nice.
Obviously, Duke's mayonnaise, state
of
law,
course.
even in Utah.
Stay low.
Duke's mayonnaise in the slaw and on the buns to toast them.
Dang it,
Finger
boy.
licking good. I love a messy sandwich.
I ate the whole thing almost.
Look at that.
It was excellent.
Good job, guys.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
That was fantastic.
These were a huge hit with everyone at the Blackstone Social Summit. Everyone who tried them raved about how good they were. I highly recommend you give it a try. And if you like this recipe and you want to see more like it, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Also, check out Michael from Low Budget Meals on Instagram and Facebook, and Andy from Blackstone Griddle Recipes and Videos over on Facebook. See you next time.